Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk. And I am your host, C Money. And in today's episode, we're going to be doing a 2-part, maybe 3-part, maybe 4-part episode series. Right now, we're doing another hotspots in South Florida. And why I say 2 to 3 to 4 part, because depending on we're going to be visiting 2 locations here. And depending on how long the locations are, we're probably going to be doing more parts, to the episodes. Right now, we are here at the Tupiki Yugni Park. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Tupiki Yugni Park, better known to most of y'all as TY Park, here in Hollywood, Florida. This is one of the few popular parks here in Broward County, and we're going to be visiting this park. I'm going to show you some of the amenities. This park to me has been a near deal to me. I want to give you a little bit of that. It was kind of hard to figure out, mostly when I do these episodes, I try to figure out, when these locations was open up. A lot of these parks, they don't have their own Wikipedia. And if you go to the park's website, they don't really tell you when these parks open up. But I did question it. It did say that this park opened up in 1971. Now, how true that is, I don't know, because a lot of the sources, it may have opened up as something else, but then in 1971, then later on probably became an actual park. A lot of these places, like the Barnacle State Park, it became an actual park in the mid 70s when the family, gave it to the state and as a state park. And most of these parks, they started opening up in the 70s, some in the 80s, maybe, because some of these was probably owned by other people who then probably sold the land or gave the land to the county or to the city, whatever the case may be. Now, this is not, I don't know if this is an actual county park, because remember, in Miami-Dade has city parks and county parks, meaning that, the city of Miami has their own parks, Opelika has their own parks, Miami Garden has their own parks, but also the county of Miami-Dade has parks as well. And remember, we did visit one of the county parks, which was Gwen Cherry Park. That's a county park. It does sit in the city of Miami, but it's the actual county park. And so this, I believe, is a county park because it has the Broward County logo on it. So I'm guessing this is a county park. So we're coming up to the entrance of the park. I just wanted to give you a little background. We're probably going to be skipping through, fast forwarding through most of this, so you can actually, and I'm going to kind of hide that. This is about a 2-minute drive or about a 5-minute walk from the Sheridan Street Traverse Station, which I just came from. Topeki Yugni Park, the gathering place is what it's called. It's open from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. We're going to make another park, stop at another park, which is further out west, which is another popular place. And they are popular because they do advertise one of their amenities out there. Now, for me, I have not been to this park in years. I can't tell you the last time I've been to this park, but this park was near dear to me because of the church that I grew up in. I grew up in. My mom took me to church. Like most kids, you grew up in the church. Your mom takes you to church and everything. This is where they normally have their picnic at. They have their picnic service here. Now, over the years, they haven't been doing, because a lot of times, a lot of the churches have switched over pastors, and some pastors, they either you know, either three things. They either pass away and they pick a new pastor, or they leave to go to a higher church, or a you know, have, you know, a higher church, or to a higher, you know, bigger church, or, you know, they just retire from, or they retire from the pastoral service. So, you know, out of the years they haven't been having their picnics here, but I don't know, you know, what the situation, you know. As I got older, I started, you know, going through my own, you know, my own church services and stuff. So we're walking right now through here. Now they have several amenities out here. Now the amenities, I remember they did have a water park, which is pools and everything else that was out here, and they also had what was called a safety town. Now if you remember my video I did at Wellerby Park where they had a safety town, it was something similar to that they have out here. Now I don't know if they still have it out here, but we're going to take a walk around the area to see what amenities that they have. Remember, I have not been to this park in 5+ years, even more than that, over 10 years I have not been to this park. So I can't honestly tell you what is going down with this park. Hold on one second, I'm going to take a... Wow. The park water is actually cold. Normally when you go to a park and you drink the water from the water fountain, it's kind of hot or room temperature. It's actually, now over there is the playground. You probably can't see it from here, but over there is the playground. We're gonna walk this way because this is the way to get to. Now if you're catching the Tri-Rail train and you're passing, because the Sheridan Street Tri-Rail station is before you get to the park going north, but if you're going south, you'll run into the park going south. They have an RV area in the back for people who live in their RVs, and when you're riding the train either going north or south, you get to see the RV area. You also get to see, bits and pieces of the pool area. Now like I told you before, Broward County parks have a little bit more amenities than most Miami-Dade parks. Like see here you have a observation deck, which is obviously closed. There's another observation deck here. Now I remember this park did have paddle boats, which most of Broward County parks do. Now I don't know if this park actually still has the paddle boats, but we're going to find out eventually if they do. Now remember, I have not been in this park in over 10 years. I would want to say the last 2 times I've been to this park was, I remember the last 2 times that I was at this park. It was a time where I went somewhere with my sister-in-law, which is my brother's girlfriend, and one of her friends had a party here, and we ended up coming here for the party and a picnic. I guess it was a kids party, I'm not mistaken. And then also there was a time where me and a few friends of mine had a barbecue out here, and there's a memorial bench right there, I guess, for somebody. Oh yeah, this is the safety town right here. So I'm guessing the safety town still exists. It's right next to the Castaway Island, which is the pool and stuff. Now I could say one thing about Broward pools, that they're not like Miami pools. Most of Miami pools, they're regular pools, or just pools the kids go in. Most of the Broward pools, whether it's a city or a county pool, they have, slides, and, they have extra stuff that goes with these, pools. They have slides. This one I know had a Castaway Island and a beach part, meaning the beach looked like actual sand and stuff. We're gonna as I walk around, I'm going to show you that Safety Time, brought to you by Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. This is the Castaway Island right here. As you can see, it's closed today. Of course, this is a weekday and school is in, so you're not going to get this open. It'll probably be open on Saturdays, Sunday. But let's go over here to Safety Town. Welcome to Joe DiMaggio's Children's Hospital Safety Town. You know, this area may be closed to the public access without notice for private programming or maintenance. Group events must be authorized in advance for ages 4 to 7. This is the early childhood education. This is the Safety Town parking garage. Now, this is different from the Welby Park, y'all, because the Welby Park had, each building had a different theme to it. And this is, do not allow your child to play on the railroad tracks, on bridges, or in train tunnels. Be aware that a train can come from either direction at any time. Always cross at a railroad crossing. Do not cross in the middle of the tracks. You know, this is what they do. I guess they upgraded a little bit. I don't remember how it, you know, years ago. Like, but this is, you know, it's not as the same as Welby Park. Like, this is not the same as, well, because, you know, Welby Park has more. They traffic lights work. I guess the traffic lights here only work if you are doing like a program. The road and vehicles can be dangerous if you are not careful on the roads. At least they're giving you tips on this. And these are probably the seats if you're coming here. This is the light. Let me press the button. Nah, it doesn't work. This doesn't work. I guess they only have this working when they have like a program or something and the railroad track signs work. Yeah, but this is Safety Town. This is basically, a lot of Broward areas have stuff like this, so you can actually, you know, come and see these type of things, or you can actually, you know, teach your kids about safety and as well as other things as well. So we're gonna go this way. I don't remember where they had the paddle boats. I remember I did it once before. The last time I've been on the paddle boats, I believe, was Lion Country Safari, which is a car riding zoo or tour that they have in the West Palm Beach. We'll probably do a video, but for that you have to have a vehicle and stuff like that or whatever, and that's very far out, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get to that as well. And so, but as here, this is the exit only. Entrance is that way. We're going to look, it's closed. You know, we wasn't planning on K9 Water Festival, $5 Flash Dog 50-minute session. This area, we're just going to look at the Castaway Islands. Lagoon open 10 a.m. to 5:20 p.m. Coast Guard approved life vests are available upon request. And this is the area we're going to walk around as well. Now, oh, let me see if I can walk around the area. Yeah, this is also where you used to get the paddle boats from here. You see that little section down there? That's where you used to get the paddle boats to do the paddle boating. I don't believe they do paddle boating. All day, $9.50 per person. After 3 p.m., $5.75 per person. Ages 13 months and up. And yeah, and that's the area. So now we're gonna go, because yeah, that was used to be the area where you get the paddle boats, but I don't think they do paddle boats here anymore because of the fact that, you know, maybe in Castaway Island they do have a snack area, like a snack area where you can buy drinks and stuff like that. I don't think they have a they do paddle boats here anymore. Safety Town looks nice, but for me, it can be upgraded, because the one at Welby Park, if you go look at my episode at Welby Park, you can actually see that their safety time is a little bit more better. The lights, the traffic signal works, the railroad signal works, But like I said, it's not all about the outlook of it. It's the creating and making a safe, area for kids to learn about safety. Now this has changed over the years, because I remember there used to be a slide that went straight up and down from there. That's a mini slide, but there was a bigger slide that went down, and this has been changed over. This is the snack area and the rest, and I believe I think this is the concession stand area over here, where you can do concessions. This is one of the pavilions. When my church used to come there, we used to have an air-conditioned inside pavilion, and they also had outside seating as well. For sales to use, contact park office. But this is one like for large groups, like if you want a large group and stuff. This is the children's area. You see on the other side, that used to be the beach where they had sand and stuff like that. I don't know if it still exists, but that used to be like the beach area. So this is something. Now I don't know exactly if this is open every day, how it is. I know during the summertime it was probably open every day, but now it's probably only open certain times. From my understanding, I do not see the building where they had air conditioned. Well, it was more. I don't know. It's not open today. It's probably gonna open on the weekend, because the kids in school. They probably only open on the weekend.
They only opening it for the kids?
I don't know. You'll have to ask the people at the park, because
I see you coming from there. I thought maybe you had...
No. They probably only open on the weekends because the kids are in school, so it might be open on the weekends, but now it's closed, so I don't know when it's gonna open.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. No problem. Yeah, because a lot of people, because most Broward pools, they're open like year round, so you get an understanding of it. But I guess because he's gonna be coming from it, he wants to ask. But yeah, there is no, the pool is not open, so I'm guessing he was trying to figure out pool open. Of course, this will be a great time to go dip in the pool. But a lot of these bar pools, they're probably open on the weekends, because the people come out here with their kids and stuff, and during the weekdays because it's school and stuff. And then by the time kids get out of school, by 3 or 4, by the time they get out of school, it makes no sense to open up a park. Okay, now we're gonna go this way. Shelters 12, RV campground, and shelters 10 and 11. So the RVs is over there. We're not gonna really go back there to the RV area. This is the tennis court area. So we're not really gonna go in the RV area, because that's in the back part of the park. So we're not gonna really do, that. But if you do walk around this park, it'll probably take you roughly an hour or so, if you do want this park, because this is fairly a large park. And as you can see, there are people here that come out and exercise, because this is a great park to exercise. If you want to get a good exercise in, walk around this park twice, yeah, you'll get a good exercise. I'm only giving you bits and parts of the park, because we're not going to spend a lot of time in this park. Remember, we're going to another park location, and that's west of here. And this is off of Sheridan Street and North Park Road. I forgot to tell y'all that at the beginning of the story. The beginning of the show. I do apologize. This is off of North Park Road and Sheridan Street. If you take 95 and get off on Sheridan Street, you come out west, you're about a minute away from 95, because this, you can see 95, like I said, remember the tri-rail is parallel to 95, and you can see most of T-Y Park from the tri-rail. And of course, certain parts of the park you can see, but you can see the RV area from the tri-rail, and you could probably see bits and parts of the park from 95. But I'm not saying you can, because there are hotels and buildings that sit near 95. Like there is a Best Western and a Holiday Inn that sits near 95 that will probably block most of the park's view. And it depends on where you're. Well, if you're going north on 95, you probably won't see most of the park. But if you're going south on 95, you'll probably see a little bit of the park and some of the stuff. Now, the air-conditioned building used to sit somewhere over here. And it used to be near the basketball court, which I believe is somewhere over here as well. But like I said, they have changed this park over the years, and they have since took away probably the air-conditioned hall. Yeah, I call it the air-conditioned hall because it used to be a hall for air conditioning. So he's exercising. The man has his dog. I'm going to take another water break. Now this water is not as cold as the other water, but we're gonna walk around this way towards the playground area, and then we're probably gonna finish off this episode with that. So this is TY Park in Hollywood, Florida, which is part of the Broward County Parks that sits off of Sheridan Street and North Park Road, which is about a minute away from I-95 and a minute away from Tri-Rail if you're driving, or a 5-minute, maybe 10-minute walk, probably a 10-minute walk, because you can, once you cross the overpass of the Tri-Rail overpass, you're basically at the park, but you still have to walk around to get to the entrance of the park, because the park, you can see it, but the entrance sits on North Park Road, and that's for pedestrians and vehicles. Because most parks, like if you've seen the episode that I did of Amelia Earhart Park, pedestrians can get into the park through any way of the park because they don't have the park gated up. They just have those little wooden fences that's low, so you can get inside the park from any side. But here, if you're a pedestrian, you'll have to use the same entrance as the vehicles, which is on North Park Road, to get inside of the park. So you'll have to use the vehicle entrance as well. We're gonna walk over here. We're coming up to the playground area. I believe this playground area has always been here. And then we're gonna go to walk by the park office. Now this is one of the parks that do have some amenities. They have a safety town. They have a Castaway Island, which also has a pool, and they have slides and stuff, which is their version of a water park. So they do have certain amenities. Yeah, I think the basketball court might be on the other side. I don't know. It might be on the other side of the park. But yeah. But they do have certain amenities here at this park as well. You go to a certain park, you may not get a lot of amenities. You may just get a playground, and that's about it. The episode we did at Gwen Cherry, they had a playground and they had a pool, but their pool was like just a regular pool. It didn't have slides or nothing like that. The playground was regular. They did have a football field, stuff like that. And we did several other parks as well. So this is the playground. Now their playground is covered with a tarp over it, so to keep the sun and everything, and keep the kids from sweating and all of that, because it is hot out here. And yes, it is hot. I was looking for a convenience store here to get me something to drink, because I had a feeling that it was going to be hot out here, And you know, I was going to get something from the train station, but the train station, they had bottled water in there, but they was all sold out. And I was like, and I didn't want a Coke. I wanted something like hydration. So I wanted like a hydration system. They do have a soda machine over here, so I will take that. You know, if you do this park and you go on the pool, when the pool is open, they do have where you can, you know, buy food and snacks and stuff like that. Let's see if this water is cold. This should be cold. I guess the only other one that I went to is cold. That's over there. Okay, this is the part. That's the volleyball court area. This is the park offices. This is the exercise area where you get to go exercise. If you ever want to come out and exercise, they have that as well too. Oh, the basketball court sits way on the other side. They're over there. But we are not gonna go back over that way because this area irrigated with reclaimed water. Do not drink. No BB. Irrigated with water. Electric or motorized vehicles are only allowed on main park roadways. Okay. Oh, they have free concerts here. Oh, let's see what this is all about. I'm guessing this is an exercise scene for the 2020. Across the universe. They have them starting October 5th. Okay. Fitness Zone. Memorial Fitness Zone. This is sponsored by Memorial Regional Hospital, of course, in Broward County. And of course, this is the park office and the park buildings where park maintenance building, and I don't know what that is, but that's the park office. That's another building. That's the park maintenance building. And we're gonna walk over this way. So pretty much we've been through what we covered it. We're pretty much we've been through the park. It is now if you walk thoroughly around this park, it'll take you more than 30 minutes, like how we did. It would take you more than 30 minutes because a lot of these people exercising, it'll probably take them over an hour, especially if you're going into the back end of the area. This is Pavilion 6. It would take you on the back end of the park near the RVs and stuff. So we wasn't planning on going all the way through the park. We just wanted to give you a basically overlook of majority of what the park has to offer. You know, they have the Castaway Island with the pools and the slides and everything. They have the safety town. They teach your kids about safety and everything. They also have a playground. They used to have paddle boats, but I believe they took them out. I don't know if COVID took them out or whatever, but I know they used to have them. And because remember, I haven't been to this location in over 10 plus years. You know, it's been 10, 15 years or more since I've been here. So I can't tell you how, you know, when they took out the paddle boats for here. Okay, so if you know about TY Park, there's a mist right there where you can blow mist into the air. I'm gonna show you how it works. You come up to it. It just brings it gives you a slight mist to your face to cool you off, and it feels so good. I mean, you may get wet, but it's a little wet. But it's a mist it creates to cool you off, and yes, it'll cool you off a little bit. Now this is the one I started with in the beginning. This one is the colder one. Yes, this is the coldest one. And yes, so if you've ever been to TY Park and you have memories of it, comment, you know, email me, roundtable00yahoo.com. Don't forget to comment at the bottom of this page. If you would like to visit this park, check out their website. Visit You can put TY Park. You ain't got to put the whole name, and it'll come up. It'll tell you, like I said, this sits off of North Park Road and Sheridan Street here in Hollywood, Florida, which is a part of the Broward County area, and it sits a minute away from 95. If you can see from over here, the Hollywood Water Tower, which is located off of 95 and Sheridan Street. You know, I'm gonna see if I can get a closer look of it. Yeah, that's the water tower. So this is it. We are at TY Park. I am your host, C Money. I thank you for watching this episode from the clouds. It was raining when I was coming up this way, but it stopped on my way up, thank God. And I don't know, it didn't rain in this area, but I know it rained in Miami, so I don't know its location. But thank you for watching. This is the Roundtable Talk, Hotspots in South Florida, TY Park. I will see you in a little bit for our next location that we're going to, and it's going to be another hotspot in South Florida. Roundtable Talk, Hotspots in South Florida, TY Park. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in a little bit. Take care.